Good day everyone and welcome back in our video tutorials with Java. On this video, you will learn about creating a string data, string concatenation with the use of concat operator or method, meaning connecting multiple string value to output one phrase. And lastly, different string manipulation that is very helpful in our task with string data. All right, let's get started. So how are we going to create a string data in our program? So first, we can declare a string variable using this declaration var string with our value enclosed with double quote, say welcome, or through a new keyword, say string, and then our suggested variable name, string2, and then with our equal sign, and next is our new keyword and our constructor. Since string is a class, and then inside our constructor, let's say back. So here in our main method, wherein our executable statements will be located, since this is the entry point of each Java program, let's output these two declared variable strings. So let's use system.out.println, and then inside this open and close parentheses, let's call our two variables to output the phrase welcome back. Okay, as you can notice that each value is called with separate variables. How can we manipulate these two variables that would output in one phrase? We will use concatenation. Concatenation meaning we are joining two or more phases to output as one phase. Okay, by the use of the plus operator. Okay, so say let's call the var string as our first variable, and then use the concatenation operator, which is a plus sign, and then let's call our second variable that holds the back value. So we could expect that the output for this program when executed is welcome back. So before anything else, we have to instantiate an object so that we can access the variable declared as a class variable. So let's instantiate an object of hello world. So world with our new keyword and its constructor. Here you have it. So using this object HW, we're going to attach it to our string using the dot notation so that we can access this var string from this declared class variable. So okay, let's put our object. All right, so let's save this and run the program. There you have it. So we successfully output the two declared string variable, and then we use the concatenation to make these two variables work as one string. However, as you can notice, there is no space in between welcome and back. So let's go back to our program and let's initiate that these two will have a space in between for readability purpose. So let's again use our concatenation operator to include as white space. A white space is just a space and enclosed in a double quote, and then again our concatenation and our second variable. So let's save this and let's run the program. So you can see it is more friendlier to the user to read because we have a space that separates the two words. All right, so that's how we create a string. There are two ways, and then also we know how to concatenate strings for us to output a more pleasant phrase. We also have a new way to concatenate a new word from an existing string variable. Say for example, let's declare a variable with a string data type, say string1 with a value of miss. Okay, it goes into, okay, so we have our string variable with a value miss, and let's try to output a face miss dev. Inside our main, since we already instantiated an object of a class hello world, there's no need for us to create a new object. Let's use the method concat. Method concat is a method in strings allow us to append new set of strings. Okay, so how are we going to execute that? Let's call our string 1, which holds the value miss, and then let's use the object HW to access that variable using also our dot notation, and then let's use this method concat using a dot notation also, since concat is a string method, and then concat, and inside this open and close parenthesis of concat is let's put our words that we're going to append in our string value in our variable string1. Okay, here we're going to introduce def value so that we can output misdef. Here in concat, let's put a space before the def, no? The word. Okay, so let's output this statement so that we can experience how concat method works in a Java program. So let's attach the system out that print ln, that is our way of outputting something in our Java program. Let's save this program, compile it, and run the program. So there you have it, guys, our way of concatenating strings so that they can appear as one whole face. Next is we will learn some of string manipulation that can benefit our Java program. First is we will learn about how to know the size of our string value. So for example, let's declare a string variable here that holds a value, say hello, okay, and then inside let's instead of using just one word, let's use multiple word, hello world. Okay, now inside this main, let's use this string method called length. Length method returns the size of the string. Let's access our variable here. So HW with the use of our dot notation, and then followed by our string variable, and then our string method that calculate the length of our string data. So says length. Let's try to output the product of this statement using the system that out that print ln, and enclose this statement with the close and open parentheses of our system that out statement. Okay, so compile and then run. Okay, there you have it. So this statement returns 11 as the length of our string. So let's count our hello world string value if it's 11. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you can also, okay, let's close this. You can also make it a habit that this length, since it returns an integer, declare a variable that will hold the value for this, say for integer, and then say string length that will hold the value for this. By doing so, it will allow you to use this variable for any other manipulation process that you want. Okay, so let's output system out.println and our variable. Let's compile and then let's run. So there you have it. It still returns 11. That's the length method of string manipulation. There is also a method of string that can change string case from uppercase to lowercase. Okay, so for example, variable string 1 that has a value hello world, and then let's just use a method called to lowercase. Okay, this method returns string in small letters. And then use this to lowercase method. Okay, let's output the execution of this statement, system out that print ln and enclose in open and close parentheses. Okay, so let's save it, compile, and run the program. So as you can see, as a result of our to lowercase method, our hello world with a capital H and capital W returns to be a small letter H and a small letter W. Okay, so that's how to lowercase method works. How about we're going to use the uppercase method, meaning each letter must be in capital letters. Okay, so let's just change this method to this method called to uppercase. All right, so let's save, let's compile, and then let's run the program. Okay, there you have it. As you can see, our hello world from this camel case, it's turned to all in big letters. All right, so that is some of the string manipulation of our string data. Now, I'm going to share to you a cheat sheet wherein you can use this as a reference when you manipulate a string data type. So you can see in the description below the link wherein you can grab your Java string cheat sheet and then practice on your own for more information and understanding about manipulating string data type. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video and see you in the next video wherein we're going to learn about data conversion.